It's National Teacher Appreciation Week, and today I have the biggest honor, and I'm saying honor because this was my not only former teacher, but former coach for cross country and track, Mr. Frank Ebiner. Thank you so much. This is like probably my one coach I was like closest to. Could you tell me how you
Yeah,
got here?
so I started teaching in the district in 1986 at Sierra Vista Middle School, just half a mile away. And then I think it was in '88 that the two head track coaches, uh, Russ Rebold and Don Yoshima, um, they had I don't know heard of me over there. I'd helped coach a little bit. I was teaching science, so they hired me on as a track assistant coach. And then 2 years later, so I did that for a couple springs. And then 2 years later, in 1990, a longtime science teacher, Jim Windsor, retired. And so a science position opened up, and they encouraged me, Mr. Rebold and Don Yoshima encouraged me to apply. And so I applied, and Stu Reeder was the principal at that time. And and I was hired. And so I started teaching in the fall of 1990. Um, and the cross country program had gotten kind of small. Russ had taken over it the year before. So I, along with him, helped start the cross country program. And Mr. Zavala was one of the runners that became part of that program, as well as track. I eventually, Don Yoshima went to Ayala High School, so both Russ and I became the head. There's a head track coach for girls and a head track coach for the boys, and I taught science. I taught basic science at that time, and eventually taught biology. But that's basically how I got to La Puente High School and stayed here until 2021. So that was like 31, 32 years, and enjoyed every year.
So at least in my day, you're very well known for cross country and track. Is there any memories that stick out to you from your time as cross country and track coach?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of memories. Also went up to Mammoth. You probably went to the
Yeah,
Mammoth camp, which
yeah.
was even a better camp because we had a bigger cabin, and the Sierra Nevada mountains are just outstanding. I mean, Mr. Zavala could tell you about like, some of the runs, beautiful mountains, waterfalls, rivers,
Mm-hmm.
streams, and things like that, and just a lot of fun
Hot
canoeing.
springs.
Hot springs, yeah. We
And
went to
we're going to the
Mammoth Hot
hot.
Springs.
You know, it's out of all my high school memories, that's one of the ones that stick out the most because that was going to Mammoth with you and like the team. I remember that was my first time away from my family. I'd
Yeah.
never been away from a family like on a vacation, and I remember being nervous going. And we didn't have a bus. We're like in
No, we
someone's
just drove in cars.
yeah in cars. But I remember I'm telling you, another thing that sticks out in my head, driving to Mammoth, and this was, I think, fall 93. It was fall 1993. And that song, Whoop, There It Is, was playing
Yeah.
over and over and over. And there were some kids who were just like singing that song, and there was kids who were just hating it.
An experience like that is an opportunity for personal growth. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
because you put together, you have a team, but everybody has different personalities, and different
Mm-hmm.
upbringings and different things, and so you basically live together for a week,
Yeah.
and we split up the chores. Some people helped cook, some people cleaned up, and it wasn't perfect, but it was good. Um, and being you weren't the only one first time away from your family. I mean, there are a
Yeah.
lot. Probably I'd say the majority of the runners first time. And you came in um, right after we'd gone to I think state in '92. Maybe you were a freshman, and
That was
remember
my
what
sophomore year.
sophomore year. Okay,
Yes. Actually, that was my first year in cross country when I think it was a varsity win.
okay,
So I
yeah,
know I didn't go to state, but I
yes,
remember you guys going.
yeah, yeah,
That was my sophomore year, which is my first year.
okay, yeah. So that was '92. But
Like, does this look familiar?
oh, there it is.
I still have this.
Yeah, Division 3 2A boys cross country. Yeah, we were runner ups.
So, in all your years at La Puente High School, did you advise any clubs and besides coaching for sports?
Yeah, I didn't advise too many clubs in the early going. I coached cross country and track,
Mm-hmm.
um, and then probably the last 5 or 6 years, I was approached by different students to um, be the advisor. What I remember was a balloon twisting club, and
Oh,
there was a student. He knew how to do balloon twisting into different animals and things, and that club would have like 50 students pack into my classroom. My classroom was a pretty big classroom during lunch, and he would teach them how to tie balloons.
that's
Just
so random,
yeah.
but like innocent though too.
So that was one club. Another club was it was maybe like a Bible study club.
Mm-hmm.
That was a non-denominational Bible study club, and
Mm-hmm.
that was one that I was an advisor for. The name was Warriors of Faith.
You put 31 years in. At what moment did you know, okay, it's my time to move on from La Puente High School?
So a little history here. So as a teacher, we have a retirement system that, the longer you teach, of course, the more you'll get at retirement in terms of a pension. So I was looking at the numbers and I was thinking, okay, um, I teach like maybe 35, 36 years, that would be a good amount of time. And 35 or 36 years was right around 2021, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just sort of in the back of my head. I really wasn't seriously thinking of retiring. Um, but then a couple things happened. In 2020, the pandemic, the COVID pandemic hit. So we started teaching online. And then around March of 2021, COVID, we were still teaching remotely. The district offered what they call like a golden handshake. So like if a teacher retired that year, they would be given an extra amount of money um, to retire. It's good time. I think it's time to pass baton, and
No,
that's what it
no
was.
pun intended, right? Track.
Yeah, there you go. So, and the science department was in good hands.
So, what is Mr. Ebner doing now?
So one of the things I'm doing now is just celebrations that we have, with the family. Birthdays, you know, first communions, anniversaries, weddings, things
Mhm.
like that. Got involved in some genealogy, and we're hopefully going to France this fall to see where my great uncle was killed in World War I.
Oh, wow.
I also go to a couple convalescent homes twice a week to visit
So,
and
you're pretty busy.
yeah. No,
Wow, the retired life, I think it was that busy. Okay, thank you, Mr. Ebner, for coming. It's honestly is such an honor because again, you were my teacher, my coach, and a lot of people ask about you all the time. So I know they'll be looking forward to seeing this.
it's great to be here. Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
Yes, thank you so much.